What is up, everybody? This is SuperSight, and welcome back to another video of Heyday. And to all you new fans out there that haven't watched me before, thank you so much for stopping by. This video is going to be very interesting. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the perfect amount of followers. Now, you may be wondering, there's no such thing as a perfect amount of followers, is there? Well, yes and no. In theory, yes, there is, and I'll tell you what I mean later in the video. Right, so I'll start by tapping Tom, who has been very helpful. I've got him for 2 days. It's like, whoa, and so I've been getting him to get, right, these here necklaces. So he's been very useful. I want to tap a booster to activate it, but sadly, right, so swap, I've decided to go with Alfred, because although he's really good, this was a mess up how I ended up having to delete him, so, no, that's painful. Right, so now we have 3 we can use. Right, so wait, I wonder if we can have a booster going while we have Tom going. If you have him hired, he'll stay for an extra. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll do that. Right, so, wait, an extra 3 hours. Okay, right, so I finally did it. Mr. Wick has been asking me to do that booster for so long, so I've finally done it. The booster adds 3 free hours to Tom. Enjoy. Why, thank you. Right, there are many different types of boosters that temporarily improve different things. In the booster menu, you can find the info button to read more about the boosters. I unlocked boosters so long ago, like, seriously, this is old. Anyway, check out, for more information. Right, okay, thank you. Okay, right. You can get boosters as a reward from several places, including the Derby, the Wheel of Fortune, and mystery boxes. Thank you. Right, okay, so, there we go. He's got that extra time. Hopefully, it doesn't just vanish. I hope not. That would be really annoying. Anyway, right, so, okay, and then we got them. Okay, let's go, right, wait, no, that's right, that is right. Guess what time it is? It's time to upgrade the barn. So I've been looking forward to this for so long. So thanks again to Almost A, as always, for trading with me. We do one for one, so, we each get sort of an equal deal, but I thank you, Almost A, for allowing me, so I can finally upgrade my barn. So, I'm not getting any bonus items. All I'm doing is I just trade them 1 for 1, so I'm not being given extra. It's just a 1 for 1 trade. So if you wonder why I upgrade my barn or silo so much, like for some people it will be so much, there's no actual, the only reason is the fact that I'm getting lots of things. It's not because I'm sort of like, in a way, like cheating. I'm not cheating, I'm not getting any extra than what I normally have. I'm simply just trading them 1 for 1. So for example, 4 bolts for 4 planks. Yeah, anyway, here we go, let's upgrade it, boom, yes, 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 we just got it to 800, that is so awesome. It is now so unbelievably empty in comparison to what it just was, before it had no space. So now it has lots of space, 115 space to be precise, and then we have this silo, which is getting close to its upgrade time, which is very exciting. Also, right, and we got the bees in there, right, so now we can go ahead and we can get tons of stuff, which is awesome, right, so that is very exciting, being able to do that, and another thing, I was meant to do it last video, but I forgot, so I had to wait all this time to do it this video. Seriously, it's kind of dumb, it's like dumb and not dumb, like, I do it for you guys, in the sense that I want you guys to be able to see me do the upgrades, although it's really annoying because I've had to wait a whole video to do it, because I had it ready last video but forgot to do it, and I just wanted you guys to be able to see me pressing the upgrade button because it's kind of exciting. So I waited all this time with it full, and so here we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. It just got upgraded, which is awesome. So our next one is, of course, at reputation level 8, right, so that's sweet, right, and then we have the visitors, a parcel, thank you very much, which is a shovel, and, right, so, oh, no, okay, they're not done, right, okay, let's see what we got, right, so we have nope, and nope, 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 and nope, right, so have we got anyone that, going to the sanctuary? What? No? Wait, where? Oh, yes, my very first visitor to ever visit the elephant. Oh, there we go. He or she finally woke up. Very awesome. Right, let's feed the elephant, and then boom, he or she goes back. Right, I should really decide genders for them, or I don't know, because I don't want to, you know what I mean, I just want to be able to decide. Right, so, wow, it's like, I'll just try and call it. Right, but, so, yeah, anyway, I'm yet to decide that. Right, so it is brooming up the... Right, okay, I don't know what it was doing there. Oh, a shovel! A shovel, that's right, yes! From seeing the elephant, and I haven't got any other puzzle pieces yet, but I will, eventually. Right, okay, let's see what else. Okay, you can go to the bed and breakfast, and, no, man, I'm really not in, oh, 10 minutes till she's ready. Okay, let's go back to the main farm, right, and then we'll go into the market, because that should have been refreshed by now. It has, right, okay, so going through the market, what bargains does it hold? Right, I'll buy a tar bucket, and a drill, right, and maybe a wheat. Okay, let's see what else we can get in here. Nothing too much like a bargain. Right, maybe, do I need blackberry muffins? I think maybe one of them was requesting that. I'm not sure. Hopefully. Anyway, I can sell them off if I don't need them. Right, okay, let's get the animals into feed. Right, okay, and then there's a lot of feed ready right here. Okay, so we'll get this, and then we'll get the animals into feed. Right, look at, it's so cool when you can just tap everything in your barn. Just doesn't constantly say barn full. It's really annoying when it says that, so it's nice if you just tap, 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 and it's like all like free. Like, you can just keep tapping. It's awesome. Right, okay, let's get some cream going, and let's get the animals back in action. Right, so then that will begin producing me profit as soon as they're back in action, which is good. Right, okay, so there we go, they're back in action. The cows, will get them back in action. Right, okay, so the chickens, we need to get the chickens back in action. Sheep, right, so finish getting them back in action. Right, there we go, and there we go. Right, okay, so chickens, here we go. Right, so chicken feed like so. That will do for now. Right, and then the bakery, we'll get some bread going. We'll get some apple jam going in there. Right, okay, so are these ready to be cut down? Maybe not. Maybe not. What some of these ones up here are, see, like that one. These ones I don't think, no, if they're too small anyway. Never mind, and then is there one in behind there? There is. Right, okay, and then we'll get some carrot pies going, and we're going to have to buy some more wheat, right, and some eggs. Okay, so, wheat. Oh, there we go. 1 coin for 10 wheat. I like it. Right, that's nice and cheap wheat, which is good. I always like cheap wheat. Right, and the egg, that's right. Okay, and then also we'll go ahead and we'll... Right, okay, so we're going to have to sell off some silo products. So what silo products can we sell off? Let's see. Okay, we can get rid of the, right, the corn. Okay, so we'll sell off the corn, and we can also, well, some of the corn, and we can also sell off some blackberries and some strawberries, because we have lots of excess strawberries and blackberries. Right, so selling these off one by one, and so eventually we will have some more space. Right, and then also another thing that has started is the birthday event. The birthday derby. Right, and so I'm very sad, because I was meant to, my plan was to leave and to then, like, because I'm in inactive derby, like inactive hood, and I was going to leave and then create my own neighborhood for that derby, so I could then get up into the final horseshoe and get all the rewards, because I was really excited for it, but I forgot to leave the inactive derby, and then I ended up being placed staying in the inactive derby while in the inactive neighborhood while it happened, while it's happening right now. I'll show you in a second, which is very disappointing, because I'd wanted to get the good rewards, but I've ended up just being stuck in the neighborhood, this inactive neighborhood, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Right, okay, so we've planted the corn in there. We've got most of the machines going, right, so we'll get the goats going as well. The goats over here as well, like so. Can we harvest these, and are these ready to be cut down or not? Let's see. No, they don't appear to be any up here. Right, I'll just try one of them, or two of them, and see if they are... Okay, no, they're still in their cycle. Never mind. Right, this one, okay, if it's not, then we'll just, okay, no more cutting down them. Now, we also need some brown sugar, right, okay, I'll just check that. Okay, we can get, right, 3 of those. Okay, brown sugar, because we need to get those pancakes going. And then in here, right, that's awesome, those machines are going, juice press, that's right. Okay, so we'll fill up the juice press with different things, and we'll see, right, oh, that's right, cotton fabric. We'll get some cotton fabric going. Over here, barbecue grill. We've got the pie oven. Right, so we need eggs. Okay, we'll buy some eggs, actually. I don't normally buy eggs, but, and yes, wooden panels sold, sadly. Right, chicken feed, and, oh, yes, bought that. Awesome. Right, up here, hand drill. Oh, hand drill, got that. Nice. And then we can get some eggs. Right, I'll just check through here. Oh, yes, strawberries. That looks right, okay, that would have been profitable, but they've sold. Never mind. Okay, we'll get some of them. Right, nice. And then we'll go up here. Right, it does. Oh, yes, yes, a chest. That's good. Right, okay, and then we will buy some corn. Not much. Oh, yes, he or she was putting some more in. Right, okay, so there we go. We'll grab that. Right, so coming back to the farm, and what was it for again? I've forgotten. Right, okay. Oh, yes, silver. Yes, we'll get these going. That's very awesome. Right, and then in there, we'll get that one going, and in there, we can get a coal one going, keeping those smelters in action. Right, what was it for? Okay, I'm just looking and thinking. Oh, the eggs. Right, we want the eggs. Okay, so eggs, 3 eggs. Yep, that will do. And then we'll need some more eggs eventually when we get, right, so 1, 2, 3, we'll get some more eggs when we've got the first brown sugar ready. And this is looking very, very good. Right, okay, and then this here, right, so I can't do that. And so let's go to this. Right, so how are we going? Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, no, we're still doing pretty bad. Right, so we're gonna obviously hit the first horseshoe, but it is a big pity that I've accidentally stayed in this neighborhood. Otherwise, I could have got, like, really far ahead. I guess I might do a couple of tasks, but I don't really... Right, it didn't turn out very well. Can I even, no, I can't even delete them because I'm just a member. That is really, really sad. Okay, because if I'd been in a neighborhood on my own, I could have got right to the top, and that is so sad. But, that's really annoying because I know that there were some good prizes that I really would have loved to win, but sadly, I'm not going to be able to win them because of the situation I'm in, which is disappointing, but that's just how it goes. Right, so that is sad. Right, so, oh yes, Tom is back. Thank you, Tom. And then Tom will sleep for, he'll be available in almost 2 hours, which is good, to get him available again. Right, okay, so we'll sell off some other stuff that we have too much of. Right, so we have plenty of these different things, lots of strawberries, lots of cotton fabric, right, so that will bring us in some profit. Right, okay, so selling off this, selling off some cotton, some more cotton, and some strawberries, and then we'll put a advertisement on one of them to get people coming in, which will be great. Right, so selling off the strawberries and selling off the cotton, that is sweet, and selling off some more strawberries. Nice, okay, so I've got that going, and that going, and virtually everything. Oh, popcorn. Popcorn, that's right. Okay, we can get some popcorn going. I forgot about that. Right, so that's going as well. And let's see, so then advert, right, so advert the, let's say the corn, and then we'll do a revive on one of the bushes to get people coming in. Right, okay, so selling off that, and we'll just check the boat actually. They're all fairly easy so I'll send that off actually. Okay, so sending that off and getting, right, so we'll just do one of those bushes at the moment. And checking this again because this is refreshed. Right, a landed, oh yes, yes, and yes, sweet. And I think someone wanted one of them. Oh, nice. We revive in there. Nice. Okay, so let's keep going. What else can we find that is of good use? Right, so there's bread there. We'll buy the bread if it hasn't sold, but it has sold. Right, okay, and let's go check out Almost A. Almost A often has awesome stuff available. Right, okay, look at that. We have some bread right there. We have some wheat. Nails! Whoa, see, this is why I come to Almost A. This is great. This is amazing. Right, okay, so just selling off nails just like that. Thank you, Almost A. Very much appreciated. I hope that wasn't meant to be a trade for someone else, otherwise I'd feel bad. Almost A will tell me, and I will return them if they were meant for someone else. Right, okay, so reviving another tree. Awesome. Right, so we got that going, and right, okay, that's finished. These have finished. The wheat, the corn's finished. Okay, so we'll harvest that, and then we'll replant it with some more corn, and then we just got to, I think it was an axe right there, which is good. Right, so selling off this, slowly getting rid of it, decreasing the amount of corn. Okay, so we have now, I think, yep, those are full, and we'll send off the visitors as usual. Right, okay, so they have been sent off. Let's just tap this, and right, that was way too much XP for coins, but we did get a green voucher, so we'll just get rid of these. Right, okay, so getting rid of those. Look at that one. 54, so that is a very, very good one. I'm very happy to get that one, so I'll send that one off, and then these here, I don't really have enough silver bars to send them off. Right, okay, so now, this here. This is very, very interesting. Right, so we come here, and it says we got 230 million. Yeah, 230,972,192 revives, which is fascinating, and I'm very disappointed because not disappointed that we did it, but I was disappointed I wasn't watching it closer to the time. But a day in advance had made a video, and we were miles off getting it. We were miles. Based on my prediction, which I hadn't done entirely accurately, but I think based on it, we would have got I think it was 210 million. So we were millions off. And even when I had when we had a day to go, we were still miles and miles off. So there is the possible chance that players just planted millions and millions of trees and we ended up doing it. But I think in reality, it was Supercell that gave it to us and just changed the numbers a tad to push us over. And not just over a little bit, because then it would have looked obvious, but a reasonable amount. I'm not sure. There is a possible chance that we did end up planting millions of trees near the end and did it, but I think that's very, very unlikely, and I think that was Supercell. So I do thank you, Supercell, for giving us that. Very much appreciated. The hug thing, it's arrived in the mail. Now, it's interesting because I was looking on the Heyday forums and I saw 3 different responses to them giving it to us, because it's basically just, the reality is they changed the numbers. I'm not saying it's definite, but I'm just saying probably 99% chance they changed the numbers to let us have it. Now, I saw 3 responses to that. One of them was that Supercell was terrible doing that, and they shouldn't ever let us give it to us. We need to feel the pain of losing, and so if we didn't make it, we shouldn't have made it and shouldn't have got the reward. There was the one that said, "Oh, thanks Supercell, really appreciate it. You need to do this more," kind of thing. This is just generalizing. There wasn't an actual response that said that quote exactly. But then there was there was the one that said, "This is terrible, and we need to feel the pain of losing." There was one that said that, "Thank you very much, Supercell. You need to do this more often and give it to us more often." And then there was this response in the middle, and this is the group I'm part of. It said this: "Thank you, I'm just saying, this is a generalized response. This wasn't a direct quote of what someone said, but in general, it's, thank you, SuperSight, for giving this to us. We really do appreciate it. We also, and since it was the 5th anniversary one, we really wanted to get that one because it was a hug cake, and it would have been sad if we missed that because it was the 5th anniversary. But we do understand that in 99, in all the other events, if we don't make it, we miss out. We understand that. We think that's fair, and so continue not just giving it to us, but in this one situation, because it was the 5th anniversary one, we thank you for giving it to us." And so that's what I'm like. I'm just like, thanks SuperSight, we do, SuperSight, thank you Supercell, we do appreciate the 5th anniversary one and how you let us have it. That is kind of you, but we also understand that in other situations that, in most situations, that you shouldn't just give it to us. But in this one, there was sort of the exception because it was the 5th one, but normally we understand that if we don't make it, we don't make it and we miss out. So thank you for letting us have that. We do really appreciate it. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to tap it and we are going to unlock it, which is going to be awesome. Yes! Hi SuperSight HD YouTube, thank you for everyone's participation in the special birthday tree hugging event. We did it together and it was a success. Please accept this reward as a thank you for your contributions. Best regards, the Mayor. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes! I'm just gonna go as straight away place that out. Right, so first decorations. Okay, there we go. Hug statue. Heyday 5th birthday decoration. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? I love it. It looks amazing. That is really, really cool. I really do like it. That is a big thank you to Supercell for that. You've done an amazing job in creating it, and thank you for letting us have this one, because it would have been a pity to miss the 5th birthday one, wouldn't it? Especially that you'd created it and then you didn't end up giving it out. So it is very nice to have that nice, beautiful, gold, amazing statue with cow frozen, holding a balloon, frozen, and this balloon's still got helium in it, trying to escape, but it's just stuck in the claws or the paw, or not a paw, the hoof of the cow. It's kind of funny. So yeah, that was very interesting. It was interesting seeing the different responses, and then also I think there ended up being a glitch with the top neighborhoods and the top player, because players swap neighborhoods. For example, yeah, the top player. Look at that. The top player has 250. What? Those numbers don't seem right. They don't seem right. Unless that player stopped on it intentionally, because yeah, it looks like they changed their name. Yeah, I think because they just seem like funny numbers, like to have an 88888 and then a 18888 and then a 200,000 and a 255,000. Because with 255,000, I think that's about, is it 0.1% in total? It doesn't seem like much, but for one player, that's absolutely massive. I think because it's I'm just trying to work out, because 1% is 2.2 million, right? And so then, yeah, it would be, right, so they did 0.1%. That is incredible, because that means that 1,000 times that top player would have ended up, I'm just trying to calculate, yeah, 1,000 times that top player would have meant that we got it, just 1,000 players like that, which is incredible. So that player got 0.1% of the entire thing. It doesn't sound like much, but that is massive. That is a massive, massive amount. So shout out to all those top players that did incredible. But as you can see, the glitch, because that player got 255,000, and the top neighborhood only got 243,000. So clearly something's not quite right there. But anyway, it was an awesome event, and the mayor is ecstatic for each farmers' contributions. We made it great cooperation. So yeah, that is very exciting. We did that, and I'm very happy to have that statue, and it was fun participating, because it was like reviving. So I think that was my favorite event that I've ever done, and I hope that there's more events like it, because that was truly a great event. Right, so I'll sell off some corn now, because I have a lot of corn, and then I have corn ready to get, so I'll go ahead and I'll sell off the corn, like so. Right, so selling off the corn, yeah, that event was awesome. Just the revive event was absolutely amazing, and so many people participated, and we did it. We did it with possibly the help of Supercell, which means that we didn't really do it, but we did get the reward. So that was kind of Supercell letting us have that one. So thank you, Supercell. Right, okay, so going ahead and continuing to sell off the different things. So we will, right, okay, what is wrong with, is there only 2 left? Oh, there was 2. I was like, why is that bee being lazy? And then I'm like, oh, okay, that might be why, because okay, so we'll have to get, right, okay, so, right, okay, so then we'll plant some more corn like so. Okay, so planting some more corn, which is good. We did it, we got it by 5 million, almost 6 million revives, which is truly awesome. So I'm so happy to have made it and got the awesome statue. Right, okay, and then, right, before we do that, Greg's Farm, and then, right, wrong one, okay, Greg's Farm, right, okay, so Greg's Farm, there we go, awesome, okay, and then we'll just go check out Almost A, as usual. Almost A is constantly putting up good stuff, so I love buying off Almost A. Right, oh, wait, has this refreshed? No, it hasn't. Okay, so it is, oh wait, I'll just check, I'll just see how we're going, like this way. Right, so we finally have a space. That's not right. I hope that when I'm activating that boost, it actually adds on 3 hours to Tom's time, and doesn't just 3 hours, like, and I miss out, because it was assuming that it was, like, within 3 hours. Anyway, I hope that doesn't run out. I don't think it will, but that would be sad if it did. It is, because that technically is worth, like, anyway, I'll do that in the Tom video. Right, okay, so moving on, and looking through here. Oh, yes, 1 bread for 1 coin. Sounds like a bot to me, but probably not. Right, okay, and then tap that, awesome. So I'm sure that you'll all be receiving, right, no, you had to hit that point, didn't you, the participation point, which was like, I think, like, it wasn't that many revives you had to do. Oh, and we can go help out that player and that player. Okay, so we'll just go do 2 players. And then we'll talk about the perfect amount of followers. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, yay, I got a screw. Awesome. Right, okay, so going through, there we go. You, and, right, okay, and, oh, yes, and you. Okay, so we've got that, and then we'll send you to the grocery store. Yes, we got that, yes, and then, okay, that is sweet. And then we'll tap that, nothing out of that. And it's time for the Wheel of Fortune. Right, okay, so going into the Wheel of Fortune, and what is, technically, because in the first video, with this, I like, for the very first video, and I think maybe the second video, I don't know, I think I did 2 videos, I was very optimistic. I'm like, we got this, and then the most recent video, before this video, I was like, yeah, we ain't got this, but, yeah, because prediction-wise, mathematically, there was no way we were gonna get it, so it is awesome that we ended up getting it. Yes, I just can't help, like, we did it, yay! Anyway, right, okay, so, what's it gonna be? Wheel of Fortune, let's go. Right, okay, so it's off to a fast spin, and what is it going to land on? So many options. I think that's about 10 or 11 options. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be an apple. Awesome. Yes, that is worth about, is it 39 coins? 39 coins? I'll just check. Right, okay, it doesn't really matter. Why do I bother? Okay, so 39.6. Yes, 39.6 coins. Okay, I'm getting good at remembering these things. Yes, I was just about to say, and it's time for the Wheel of Fortune, but we just did that. Right, okay, so now, talking about the perfect, oh, right, and then thank you, so then we'll get the bees back in action. Right, and then we've got the cake from the event, and we got an awesome statue from the event. I'm loving this Heyday 5th anniversary. Awesome. Right, so talking about the perfect amount of followers. Now, it so happens to be 43 is the perfect. I'm just kidding. That would be funny though, because I'm going to make the case for 43 being the perfect amount of followers. I wonder why. I'm just kidding. 43 is not by all means the perfect number. Now, by perfect number, there's no official Supercell record that says 10 is the perfect number, but 10 happens to be the number which I'm meaning, and I'll tell you why. Why is 10 so significant for follower count? Why is 10 the perfect amount of followers? And this is the reason why. Because if you were at 10, you are doing better than the average Heyday player. So, you'll probably, if you're at 10, you'll be doing really well, follower-wise. Why? Because you can only follow 10 players. You only, like, friends is different, because you only have, if you have 150, it's like, whoa. No, I'm talking about followers. The maximum amount of players you can follow is 10, right? And so then if everybody in Heyday followed exactly 10 players, so they used up all their follows, then everyone would have exactly, and assuming that they evenly followed different people, if everyone used all their follows equally, everyone would have exactly 10 followers, right? So that would be the maximum amount of follows that could be given out, no matter how many more players there are, because that player then gets 10 more follows, but also has to be followed by 10 more people. So every time a person's added, it doesn't change. It's just always 10. But, of course, you have lots of people that are inactive, that might have started playing before, like, if you count them in the equation, and then there's players that haven't used up all their follows, so that they're not following as many people as they could, or people that have, like, become inactive after they'd followed one or two, then it brings the average down of the amount of people that have followed. And so, mathematically, if you are at 10 followers, and we were assuming every single Heyday player was actively following 10 other people, had used up all their followers, then you would be exactly the average Heyday player. Even if it was 10 and there were some players lower than you, some players higher than you, you'd be the exactly average player. But since we know that not everyone has used up all their 10 followers, it means that the actual average to be the average Heyday player for followers, assuming that it all was equal, would actually be lower than 10. So by being at 10 followers, having exactly 10 followers, means that you are higher than the average player. So like the average player, you are better. So you're better than, like, for example, like, mathematically you're better. So you're better than, like, half the players in Heyday. I think it's half. But you're averagely, you are doing really well if you have 10. So, like, because because, like, for example, the fact that there's a player he has, like, over 2 million, this top player, right, so we'll go to this player here, over 2 million, which is crazy, would mean that the average, assuming if you took him out of the equation, him or her, the average would sort of decrease in the sense that then all those players would have followers. And so, of course, since lots of people, since there's top players that get followed by tons of people, then it means that then there's lots of people that are followed by less than 10 people, because if anyone's followed in Heyday by more than 10 players, it means that there has to be at least one other player followed by less than 10 players. Mathematically, it just has to work that way. The average has to be at maximum 10. But since we know that there's players that don't follow other people, the average is below 10. So if you are at 10, then statistically you're doing very well, and you're above the average Heyday player, because it just mathematically works out that way. Because 10 is the maximum amount of people you can follow. So and the amount of people that follow you, mathematically, if you have more than 10 followers, it means you're doing really well. And I'm not just saying that because I have more than 10, because if I was, like, making it about me, I would just say, if you have more than 42 followers, you're amazing. But no, that's not the number. The real actual number that makes you better than average is 10. So if you have 10, you're doing really well. If you have 9, you're probably doing well as well, because you're probably better than average at 9. But mathematically, we don't know that, because I don't know how many people how many people haven't used up their follows. But we know for an absolute fact that since we can only follow 10, if you have followed by 10 players, you are doing better than the majority of Heyday players. You are above average. And so that is a very, I thought that was a very interesting statistic to know. And of course, there are lots of the top players end up with an absolute ton of followers, and so then it takes away lots of those follows that people can give out, and so then statistically, then it decreases. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to make the point that if you have 10 followers, know that you are doing very well. And so statistically, I keep saying that word, but statistically, the amount of people like you guys watching the video right now, the chances are that probably, in theory, most of you, well, not most of you, but at least half of you would have less than 10 followers. And that's just a mathematical fact, that, like, on average, the chances are that you will have less than 10 followers. But since you're actually seeking out information on how to play Heyday better, then it would change it, because then, since you're probably a more smart player of Heyday, then you're probably more likely to have more than 10, because the fact that you're looking for videos like this to help you get better at Heyday and know your Heyday information shows that you're probably smarter than the average player, because just watching this video will make you smarter than lots of players in a sense, because, well, on this topic of followers, if you had a debate with someone about followers, you would in theory be probably more likely to win the debate, because if they said an average, then you know for a fact what the average is. So the fact that you're watching this video probably proves that you're smarter than the average Heyday player. That's just a guess. And assuming that you've watched some of my other videos, and not just my videos, if you watch Ricky's videos, if you're watching Heyday videos in general, it means that you're probably going to be smarter than other Heyday players, because you've heard more and you've understood more, so you have more knowledge of Heyday than your Heyday co-players. And so, then the chances are that maybe you might have over 10 followers. But just know for a fact that the perfect amount of followers is 10. If you are at 10, you are doing better than the average Heyday player. And so 10 is that mark to hit. If you hit 10, you can say, I'm better than the average. Not that, like, it's just so you can say that. Followers are good in general, and if you don't know why, check out my videos about friends and followers and the secret to selling stuff and stuff like that. Those videos will explain why. That's sort of a different topic, but just that is a statistical thing. It's like the magic number, and that's why I called it the perfect number, because if you have 10 followers, it means that you are doing better than the average Heyday player. So I just thought I'd point that out, because I think that's a cool thing, because then then it makes some of you realize, oh, actually, I'm not doing too bad, because I don't know, for 10 might not seem like many. I don't know where you guys are at, and like how many you have, and what you think of followers, and what you think a lot is, and what you don't think a lot is. But just for reassurance, if you're at 10, you're doing very well, because you're doing better than the average Heyday player. If you're not quite at 10, just keep working towards it, and eventually you'll hit 10. Check out some of my other videos for ways to get more followers in that. I've put some videos up about how to improve your follower count and stuff like that. I will be doing more videos on the future about that. But so I thought that was just some interesting stuff. I thought it's enough to do a video on, because that is just something so simple that lots of you won't know. No, but just because you don't think about mathematical things and how it works out. But I thought that was a cool fact and a cool statistic to tell you. So then you know that you're probably that when you hit 10, you're better than the average Heyday player. So yeah, I really hope that informed you a bit, and I'm just so glad that I got this statue, and I hope that has been very helpful for you. Right, so, and then we have the birthday event, which I'm just dismayed that it's just, that I've ended up being in this neighborhood that's not active, really, in reality, because I think we're at the bottom, second bottom, novice, I think it is. Right, yeah, novice. I think that's novice. That's this one below the bottom one, so it's not that great. Anyway, so that I'd call that an inactive neighborhood relatively. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope that you learnt something and that you now have a fact and stat that you can tell other Hay players if you want to, and just know for yourself how you're doing follower-wise. So just hit that magic 10 number and you're better than the average Hay player. I love that statistic. It's just cool, fun fact. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it and learned something. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Please check out my other videos. They don't outdate. Generally, like, it's the information in them is still very relevant. So I'd love it if you can check it out. And welcome all new players, and for all previous players that have watched other videos of mine or subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. This has been SuperSight, and remember to make coins faster than honeybees make honey.